Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Xbox Series X versus the PS5, the battle of the next generation. It's been a year since I've had both these devices. I played both of them a ton, and today I just want to give you some of my thoughts after a year of owning both the next gen consoles, or now current gen consoles. So I already covered most of my thoughts about the hardware and the experience of both these consoles, the operating system and all that in my 6-month review, the PlayStation versus the Xbox. So if you guys are interested more in like the deep technical stuff between these two consoles, then I'll leave a link for that video up there. But today we're going to be talking about my personal take on these two consoles after owning them for a year, and it's more about how I feel about them rather than like the technical specs or the list of games and things like that. Now, before we get into this video, I just want to give you a little bit of background about my experience with gaming over the years. I've always been a big gamer right from the Atari days. I've had the original Atari right through all the generations. But when it comes to these two competing, I never owned an original Xbox. I did have a PS2. And then when the next generation came around, I was actually waiting for the PS3. But then I went to a friend's place and saw the Xbox 360 and what it could do. And I instantly bought an Xbox 360. And eventually I did get a PS3 as well. But I must say, I really enjoyed what the 360 did. Playing Halo for the first time, Halo 3, me and my brother used to play Halo 3 all the time, and it really got us hooked into console multiplayer gaming, which the PS3 did have later on, but it just wasn't as good of an experience as it was on the Xbox. And so when it came to the next generation, I was actually more keen on the Xbox One than the PS4 because the Xbox 360 was my primary console. But then the tables kind of turned and the PS4 came out like $100 cheaper than the Xbox One, and the Xbox One had all this like media talk about it. It was like a companion for your TV. Just didn't gel well with me, so I did end up going for the PS4, and I absolutely loved the PS4. I did get an Xbox One as well. I hardly ever played the Xbox One. It was mostly for the exclusives like Halo and Gears of War and a few others. But apart from that, my Xbox One pretty much collected dust throughout its lifespan. So when it came to these two, I was definitely leaning more towards the PS5. Both of these came out at the same time, and I knew that, there's some things I definitely want to play on the Xbox, and there's some things I definitely want to play on the PS5. So I decided to buy both of them on launch day. I was one of the lucky few who managed to get a hold of them. Now, the plan was to have it the same as the previous generation, where my PS5 would be like my primary gaming console and the Xbox would be just for the exclusives. I do love the PlayStation exclusives thoroughly. God of War, Horizon, Spider-Man, Uncharted, like they just have some of the best exclusives on the PlayStation platform. And they're the champions of third-person adventure games. Those are the kind of games that I love playing the most. Ghost of Tsushima, Ratchet & Clank, those adventure third-person games. I really love those kind of games, and that's what the PS5 delivers. Even now, Ratchet & Clank was amazing. Spider-Man Miles Morales was absolutely incredible. And so if you love the PlayStation exclusives like I do, I would say go for the PS5. I mean, if you compare both of them, I've tried a couple of multi-platform games on both of them. In terms of graphics and things like that, there's barely any perceptible difference between the two. Both play games amazingly well, both have really fast SSDs. Xbox has the quick resume feature, which is really cool. You can swap between games without, starting and stopping the game. It doesn't work flawlessly, especially for multiplayer games. It does mess it up sometimes, but that is one advantage I can definitely give to the Xbox. The controller has more features on the PlayStation, and when you have games that take advantage of it like Returnal and Ratchet & Clank, you will feel the difference with the PlayStation. But for me, this generation, I've played this guy maybe 80% of the time and this 20% or maybe less. And the main reason for this is Xbox Game Pass. Xbox Game Pass has just changed the way I play games. I'm not super conservative with buying games. Like I'd usually, if I know a game's going to be good, I'd probably buy it day one. And if I'm not like super excited for it, I'd probably wait for a sale, get it at like 50% off or something like that. That's how it kind of operate the previous generation. I like to play a lot of different games. I like to experience games, but when it comes to spending that kind of money, I get picky and choosy about what kind of games I want to play and where I want to spend my time. That is no longer the case with the Xbox Series X. Game Pass is so amazing. It's such a good service. You get all the games that Microsoft makes day one. And Microsoft has just acquired 20 new studios, including Bethesda and so many others, that you're going to get some amazing experiences on day one on Game Pass for $15 a month for Game Pass Ultimate and $10 a month if you just want the console version. The value proposition is what's most important to you. Then definitely the Xbox is a much better value for money proposition. These two consoles cost almost the same if you get the disc version for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. Xbox has the cheaper Series S version. If you don't have a 4K TV, I would suggest go for the Series S version. And with roughly $10 a month for Game Pass, which works out to the cost of buying 2 games a year, you get access to the amazing library that they have. Over 300 games, all the latest Microsoft games, including the latest Halo, the latest Forza Horizon 5, which has got 10 on 10s. Psychonauts was really good. And I really think Phil Spencer and the team over at Xbox has done an amazing job of bringing the Xbox back into, real competition for the PlayStation 5. And I think PlayStation's working on making a Game Pass competitor now, like a service where you can pay monthly and get access to a bunch of games. But I think it's going to take a while because Xbox has already made so much progress in terms of what they're offering with Game Pass. And now they're even offering xCloud as part of Game Pass, which is insane because now you can instantly launch games and try them out using the cloud services. You don't have to download anything. It streams over the network. And you can even stream it while you're downloading the game so that you can start playing it instantly. Microsoft has really changed their philosophy, and you can see that. They're really putting gamers first. They're really putting the experience first. They're really trying to bring a lot of value to gamers. And in that sense, I must say that the first year of this console generation war, I would give it to the Xbox. Now, next year might be a different story because PlayStation's coming out with some crazy exclusives, but I'm sure Xbox has a lot of stuff coming to their platform as well. And just having that service of Game Pass is so amazing. And if I had to choose one console to keep right now, it's going to be the Xbox because I just spend more time on it. That's it for my thoughts on these two consoles. I haven't been putting out videos for a while because family obligations with Christmas have been insane. So I'll try to put out as many videos as possible. But if you like this one, hit that like button, leave me a comment, subscribe to watch more videos like this. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.